Good day, ma'am. I am Aguillon Nicole S. from Crim 3C. For today's video, I'm going to recite the 7 steps taken by the police during the traffic accident investigation. Steps taken by the police during traffic accident investigation. Step 1. Upon learning of the accident, A. Ask first, when did the accident happen? Exactly where was it? How bad was it? Did you see the accident happened? And where can you be reached? Letter B. Decide whether to go to the scene. Will scene have been cleared by the time of arrival? Is it in the investigator's area? And should headquarters be informed or consulted? Letter C. Then find out if necessary, is traffic blocked? Has ambulance been called? Has rancher been called? And was fire apparatus called? Step 2. Start for the scene with two-way radio. You can do two things while on the way. Letter A. Choose best approach. Consider time, possible traffic jams, possible route of driver involved, and probable situations or situation at scene. Letter B. Drive safely. Get there safety. If you get involved in accident yourself, then other units must be used. Letter C. Be alert for cars leaving the scene as possible witnesses or hit-and-run drivers, and record registration numbers of any likely-looking vehicles. Letter D. Get equipment ready for use far as practical on the way. Letter E. Look for conditions confronting driver approaching scene, low visibility, view obstructions, and traffic control devices. Letter F. Note hazards to approaching traffic. Drop helper to direct traffic if necessary, and look for physical evidence. Has it guarded until it can be examined, collected, or located. Step 3. Upon arrival at the accident scene. Letter A. Select parking place carefully. Is it safe? Will it block traffic? And can headlight illuminate scene? Care for injured. Stop arterial bleeding. Call for help if necessary. Help injured from cars safely. Protect injured from exposure, and ask for emergency assistance from bystanders from anywhere. Look over bystanders and others. Look for drivers. Look for possible witnesses. Look for volunteers who will help you and get them under control. Letter D. Have emergencies under control. Have spilled gasoline guarded. Look for fire and electrical hazards. Look for traffic hazards. Put out flares. Ask helper to direct traffic. Keep bystanders off roadway, and request help from headquarters if needed. Letter E. Locate drivers. Consider possibility of hit-and-run accident and need to alert headquarters. Letter F. Measure location of short-lived pieces of evidence. G. Arrange for clearing roadway. H. Delay removal of vehicles except to aid injured. Number 4. Step 4. When emergency is under control. Preliminary questioning of drivers. Who was driving each vehicle? Note, unpremeditated statement, and look for signs of nervousness, confusion, and intoxication. Letter B. Gather clues for identifying hit-and-run cars. Question other witnesses, especially bystanders in hurry to go, and if needed, get signed statement at Once from why who may be hard to find later. Examine drivers' conditions, get specimen for chemical last, and question about trip plan for possible fatigue. Letter D, question drivers carefully, check license and report data from it, verify and identify address, check registration and record data, verify ownership and correct address, and get step-by-step account of what driver saw and did. Letter G, position. Letter G, position and condition of vehicles. Note lights and light switches. Note gear, position and tires mark position of vehicles if it must be removed, and look for unusual thing inside the vehicle. Form preliminary opinion as to how accident occurs. G, photography. Photograph skid mark and location of vehicles and mark skid mark location for later measurement. H, record placement to which injured persons or damaged vehicles were or will be taken. Next, step 5. After getting short-lived evidence. A, get additional evidence, make test skids, decide whether proof of violation is sufficient for arrest. If so, make arrest or issue citation, get additional formal statements from witnesses remaining at the scene, and have road clear if traffic is obstructed. B, suggestion to drivers if necessary how much accident can be avoided in the future, and tell drivers what reports they must make and dismiss them. Approach the scene by path of each traffic unit involved. You look for view obstructions, traffic control devices, probable points of perception, and road surface condition. Complete examinations of vehicles, locate key event of accident, make additional photograph of vehicle damage, view obstruction pavements conditions, and control devices and general view. Next, G, establish exact location of accident and record it. Measure for scale and diagram if location is hard to reach. Review notes of evidence or testimony. Get additional facts at scene and identify all notes with places and time. Letter J, clean up location or arrange to have it done. Letter K, report to headquarters by radio or telephone. Nowadays, the cellular phone is a ready alternative in reporting to police headquarters. Next, step 6. After leaving the scene, get medical report on injured person from doctor or hospital. Question drivers or witnesses at hospital or home if not adequately questioned, and take needed additional statement. K, notify relatives of dead or injured and or owner of vehicles. Have specimen analyzed if were taken for chemical or laboratory tests. Have photograph developed, get prints if needed for report. Complete the report of the accident. Have copies made if necessary. File report and copies, and complete factual data on investigation report if not completed at scene. Next, decide whether analysis of accident is warranted by the time available for making it. Reconstruction of the accident, estimate speeds of vehicles, involve draw scale diagram, analyze angle of collision, get technical help if necessary, and summarize opinions. Present case summary to a lawyer, complete report or investigation, submit to superior for approval, and inform other agencies or departments of any condition at the scene which needs attention for safety. Last step, step 7, if case goes to court. A. Find out what the prosecutor wants further to develop evidence. Return to the scene if necessary for the following: additional photographs of general scene and long-lived evidence. Measure for scale diagram for use in court and locate additional witnesses and review their testimony. Locate also, if necessary, relatives and friends who confirm activities before the accident, technicians who develop pictures, made chemical tests, and experts who can help have enlargement made of any photo needed in court, and large-scale diagram made for court use, pre-trial conference with prosecution witnesses to review testimony, ensure that subpoena are issued, testify in court, organize papers and file permanently if necessary for future reference, and lastly, ensure that the disposition of case is recorded in driver's record and other reports. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.